What is up, guys? We are out in Barstow, California today, where Jason and I are going to be hopping in the Down for Mobbing media rig, and we are going to be scouring the desert today, trying to find the perfect course for our night run we have in a couple weeks. Now, we can't waste too much time on an intro because it is supposed to peak at 100 degrees today, and that's just not ideal for the truck. So, given that I would say I had 90% of the say in the last time we did this last year, I think we just go with your gut plan on this, because now that we're keeping it on the north end of this desert, like Barstow only, I didn't really have an idea. I didn't have a course, but I like your idea of going into uncharted territories.
And more bigger whoop sections.
Bigger whoop sections.
More bigger, better whoop sections.
Yeah. All right. I like that idea. You want to get cracking on it? I try to make these night runs and these courses as inclusive as possible for like mid-travel guys all the way up to pre-runners. But since I don't have my truck to pre-run, we're probably going to end up with a course more geared toward bigger guys, which is
minimum of 37-inch tires, 28 inches travel, 20 inches travel in the front, fully caged, radio communications, and an ice chest full of stuff.
I'm still going to try to keep this as inclusive as possible because I like seeing the mid-travel guys send it. So we're going to try to keep it as inclusive as possible, but I don't have the less built vehicle out to keep us in that realm. So let's see what we could find today.
This is going to be nice because the last straps you had, I remember I kept coming loose in them because they were so worn. Remember, I'd like have to readjust them like every 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is the first time you've been in there since straps?
Yeah, dude, I haven't ridden the new straps, and I haven't, actually, I mean, we did speed metal, right?
Yeah. Dude, you pull a knob right here, you have bass.
Oh, dude, it's vibrating on my head. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. Something we're gonna run into today, just like you with speed metal, is these cameras are gonna start to overheat.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys don't get to see the full course today, it's because this camera is gonna keep overheating in the front window. Let me open Onyx and start tracking us so we can see what we're doing. I'd like to just do this rough once through here, find it, and then we could run it like clean.
Yeah.
Because I already didn't watch where that entry point was. You have to cross Main to get into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem because nobody else is gonna be out here but us, but still. Something to keep in mind. People were not stoked about rocks last time, by the way.
Welcome to Barstow.
I don't think Barstow is all that rocky, dude. Like, compared to other deserts, like, people make it sound like it's nothing but rocks. And I'm like, dude, I don't see any more than I usually see.
Yeah.
Like, I think Ocotillo is pretty rocky. Not big boulders, but just, like, rough chalk. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, it looks like the alternate line's pretty flat, too, just a high center. Jason's focusing on the main route, the main trail. I'm scanning left and right to see alternate lines, and that's sort of where it comes into how inclusive is it for everybody. Because right now, we're in some really big shit. Looking left and right, there's flatter lines running the same direction, and then they'll merge in. You know, you might have to check up and roll a couple before you get back into another flat line, but, I mean, so far I've seen, like, parallel lines like this one to our right. That's pretty flat. A lot of the time that we're hosting these runs, I get a lot of messages from less built guys or comments saying like, oh, like, would I make it with this setup, like OEM replacements or something, or like a stock rear end? And it's like, at the end of the day, anybody can do this really. It's just a matter of how slow you're willing to go, you know, or how rough you're willing to be on it. You could honestly do this in a stock truck. The only thing you'd have to worry about is like approach angles, departure angles, and high centering on stuff if you don't have bigger tires or good clearance. But as far as like suspension goes, just slow down and pull it if it's too big. I like how we were at TCB last weekend, and Jason was hitting the track, and holy fuck, dude. Oh my god. And Jason ended up getting a hairline fracture in one of his front beams, the passenger one to be exact, so the side I'm sitting on. And he put a Band-Aid on it, we'll say.
Well, no, it's actually I actually like put a gusset on there and did a little lower C gusset on my beam end. It was legit.
It's a clean repair?
Yeah, it was actually clean.
Okay, so, your, what is it, your Heim is still blown out from that though?
Yeah, my front steering Heims are a little loose.
We just can never find good conditions to pre-run and map out these runs that we host. There's always something at play, whether it's shitty weather or not the most upkept vehicles for it.
That was it. That was the whole loop.
That's 3 miles.
That's it. Welcome to the night run. But no, I think we would have turned to right over there.
Go back and try to hook up to that. Alright, slow it up right here.
I think this will fuck some people.
Yeah.
Maybe we go further back over there before it starts turning this way.
Not to like stroke ourselves off here or anything, but I feel like this is the kind of stuff that not everybody like realizes or appreciates when they show up at the run. The amount of work that goes into it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot. Like fucking, I was up all fucking late trying to get this thing together.
There's just so much. I don't want to call it sacrifice because we're having fun doing it still.
Yeah.
But it's like the amount of like time, money, energy, and everything that goes into doing it just for some guy to get all bent out of shape on the back and like, oh, you didn't do this, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, that you should have done this different, or like it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. It's like, well, dude, like,
yeah,
the amount of energy that's going into it is actually crazy. But
so I think instead of going right around here, we just would straight.
you're gonna have angry people trying to hop out of that corner.
Yeah.
Are you saying go right? It's even harder to get out of that corner.
Yeah, I think
unless we just burn it out, come with a shovel like the day of, and just.
I think it's gonna be hard considering it's a race trail. Can you put little notes?
There's like a note section, but it doesn't tell you on the pen or the map. You just have to read the notes separate. You make this rounded corner and go straight, and then instead of making the next left, is there a way to just go keep going straight?
Not really. I was trying to pick a burned-in trail so it's easier for people to follow it.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying hopping out of this is going to be a problem. Should we just get back to Maine and find a new like starting path? Because from Maine to here is all like very trenched to where like you're committed to that lineup until this point.
Well, maybe having to get out of that trail makes it more fun though.
I mean, I think it makes it more fun because it's more, you know, technical and tosses you, but it's also the people like, I got lost.
You should follow the map. Have a co-driver. Oh, this is a perfect trail right here.
Jesus Christ, dude. Someone's definitely ripping their diff out.
A perfect photo for watch out for rocks.
What do we think, boys? We like this? That's like perfectly pointed too.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Oh, that's so fucked. It's a cube. It's not even flat. I thought it was flat, so if you hit it, it would knock it over. It's like a sturdy cube.
The other idea I have is running along the road, and then you run up that hill. Wouldn't you just run the back way up College Hill?
I mean, I think we're still within the first 5 miles to where it wouldn't be a total waste of time to go back to Maine and find like a new first 5 miles.
Yeah.
Versus like getting like 15 miles trying to build off of a hard first 5.
Yeah.
Get 15 miles out and be like, this just isn't gonna work now. You just did all that for nothing. Move back and see if there's another alternative. And then if not, we'll build off this 5. I told myself at the desert season send off, I was like, okay, events are super rad. They get a lot of traction. Everybody has a fun time. I'm just gonna put my head down for summer because there's no more desert trips because it's too hot. I'm gonna put my head down for summer and I'm just gonna grind out in a meet or a run every single month of summer. So we have something like every 3 weeks, essentially. And the initial idea started off as like parking lot meets. Let's do like 3 parking lot meets and then a night run in the middle of summer. That very rapidly turned into screw parking lot meets, dude. Let's just do more runs. So this month, the weekend we're hosting this run was supposed to be a parking lot meet, which would have been a lot easier to plan and coordinate. But then last minute we switched it up to doing a run, so now we're trying to cram in these next 2 weeks like a lot of planning, a lot of mapping out what we're doing today and stuff like that. So yeah, we have a run this month in June, July, hopefully the San Diego thing that, did you ever get a hold of that lady about?
We've been playing phone tag.
Yeah, so San Diego thing in July is gonna be a parking lot meet, but it's gonna have so many more added elements to it to where it's not just like a stand in a parking lot next to your truck the whole time kind of thing. There's gonna be a lot of cool things. That'll be fun. And then August we're gonna run it back with another run in Johnson Valley this time, which is, I want it, since we have more time to plan, I want to plan so much more. So much more. Like this one's gonna be a very simple, straightforward, like show up, we're gonna chill for about an hour or two while we wait for everybody to show up, and then do a run. But the Johnson Valley one, I want to try to work in like a, I don't know, like vendors, like almost like a party type environment, maybe like a little pit bike segment hosted by somebody else, and make it like a whole thing, like a whole day thing. And then if people want to camp overnight,
This is a huge area right here that's all open. And then if we hit this all the way down, outlet center, and then cut up, and then on the upside, top side of the fucking hills up there, this way will be more budget-friendly trucks.
the front camera turned off from overheating. If you guys know that whooped out road going along the highway toward the outlets, that's what we're on right now.
Oh, here we go.
God damn.
Now we're having fun.
They filled that in, didn't they? That used to be a drop-in.
I don't, yeah, they used to.
Not to be that guy, but I hate that first 5 even worse. Or even more. It's like super flat.
Yeah. That's why I really think that other way, and then you just have to figure out how to get out.
You just try to reverse engineer it. Don't worry about the first 5 miles now. We could just cut in, start doing the rest, find the whole back section, and then we'll find out where the first 5 miles needs to take us, you know? Sometimes it's just easier to reverse engineer that. I think where we kept coming and hitting that cross trail with all the whoops,
Yeah.
let's hop into that and take it down.
We're going to be running the backwards way. So we need to, that trail's like going to be walls to run that way.
Well, just to get us further down into the desert, not for a potential trail. This looks nice, wide open, fire roadish, you know?
Yeah.
Even for running it backwards, it's not super bad. Oh wait, this is the fucking fire road.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a different trail.
No, it's a fire road.
Oh, damn. That fire road got really whooped out.
Yeah, it's pretty whooped out.
Oh, this is so romantic. This is where we ended the last pre-run we did last year. We filmed our promo video.
I have so much behind the knee leg sweat right now.
Going with the flow or against it right now?
We're going against it.
Really?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there we go. I think that'd be funny if we ended up finding the course, running the entire thing backward.
Yeah, right?
See if this GoPro wants to join the party again. Oh yeah, buddy, there we go. This is why I like collaborating on stuff too, because it gets me out of my knowledge area. It like shows me new areas. I've never been up here.
Yeah, this is it's cool on top. They're big like roller whoops.
I've never gone north of the wash.
Well, today I'm your tour guide.
Not a bad seat.
Oh god,
That's so fucked going into this way, but it's gonna be fun going down.
welcome to College Hill.
What do you want to do? You want to take the spine all the way to the where up there?
Yeah, because if you follow this, it'll go towards Class X.
So we might essentially combine both of our ideas with your tail end being /X up the spine of College and back down to Maine.
Yeah.
And then my front end of going the flow of Maine and hooking out right, going south, and then wrapping around the mountain to get to /X. So yeah, let's just you drive from here all the way to /X, whatever way you think's good. At some point, I feel like it's not a good trail, then we'll try to reroute.
This is actually the way we want to probably run it.
Going this direction?
Yeah.
Fuck. So what, we are gonna hit
Yeah,
that
'cause-
first half backwards then?
Yeah, well, I think it would be, you'd want to run this way.
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
lot less aggressive.
I'm saying for this part, you definitely want to run this way, but down there coming up to it. I mean, that stuff coming in where you said we were hitting it the wrong way still wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad at all.
Like, sure it has a direction, but I don't think it was directional, if that makes sense.
yeah. They're just like evenly, it's just kind of like, it's like, oh, it's smooth, and then you have a little bit of a bump. I don't know. It's like, it seemed doable both ways.
Plus, if you really want to off-road, I don't think you're going to complain about this trail's too rough.
Yeah.
If you want to complain about that, don't off-road.
And that's the thing, because like, I also have to cater to the people that follow me, which are going to be a little more built people.
I was going to say, I feel like you're pretty much at the high limit of build, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think people more built than you are going to come out, you know?
No.
This is the Berg course, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, and the rain's over. Damn. It went from flat to holy shit so fast. But again, the parallel line's not that bad. Oh, look, everybody who's mad about the razor chop on the course, blame Jason, he took us here. That was another thing. At this run last year, people were like, oh, it's razor chop here. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. It's the fucking desert.
Yeah.
Like, you can't avoid it nowadays.
Exactly. Oh! Soaked it!
Yep. Yep. Holy fuck, dude, that's a lot of jump. I just gotta throw curveballs people's way to make sure they're still paying attention.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're coming out here, you are coming out at your own risk, just know it is off-roading. There is gonna be things that will come out of nowhere. And, just like this. Whoa! Soaked it, dude, it was fine.
Dude, I get that we're fine right now, but the whole time we're running this, I'm just thinking of like
A Silverado?
a bolt-on long travel kit Silverado.
With LSK suspension?
That's all I'm thinking about every time we hit shit like that. And you just got your shit tuned. Most people,
Oh, it's time to get your shock stand.
yeah, most people don't get a full tune day.
Go to downformobbing.com and pay to get your shock stand by me. Oh god, oh god.
Oi, 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 oi.
Okay, maybe this is the part of the course we don't do.
I was gonna say we gotta cut this out. We gotta backtrack and find where it has to cut out. Where's /X?
It's coming up.
Straight ahead?
Yeah,
So we could cut and get in the tail end of the wash.
yeah.
And then take that up and cut the straight shot to slash. But yeah, this is fucked. I get like one or two, but a lot of these, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of G out, like a lot of rain ruts, cross rain ruts.
So let's get up to the main road hugging the fence line, take it down, and then take a normal way into the wash. And then we'll kind of reverse engineer that.
I mean, we could just take the freeway back to College Hill where it started.
Well, it didn't start till like right there's where we hop down the hill, right?
Yeah,
So it was good probably up until right there.
All right, we just finished an hour's worth of course hunting. Found some spots we didn't like, found some spots we want to avoid, found some spots we did like but didn't connect very well. And then we got into this really nice groove of a course he had in mind, and I've loved it so far. We went from Maine all the way over College Hill. Now we're at /X right now, and we're trying to piece together a little section here. and then we should have about the first third or the first half of the course done. I'm not entirely sure how many miles it was, just because we did a lot of searching around back and forth and stuff. So, but yeah, we're gonna let his truck cool down a little bit. We're gonna have some drinks. We're gonna pull up a satellite map and try to figure out where we think the back end should go. And then we'll get back in and start boogieing again.
Oh my God, it's so hot. Find the main trail and get back on it, which is right here at the power line. Then turn down. And right here where this power line is, it crosses. Or we can just keep going, see till we hit the first one. And then if we haven't hit those other cross trails, then we'll just backtrack and take this. But if we hit those other cross trails before we hit the geo. Alright, slow it down. Right here's the cross. So yeah, we can come down this far and then just hit this one. Plus abrupt into 90. Oh, double O. That spits you in the wash right here. So this is just connecting us from the wash slash X to those mountains I was trying to get us into. So it's been pretty straight and flat, which I feel like isn't an issue as long as now that we're in the mountains it gets more aggressive again. You know? I think that will be fun. I think it's like hard because that will be fun because it's daytime and we can see. But when it's night, you're not going to go that fast down that road. We are already in the mountains, actually. We're actually cutting literally through the mountains instead of going under it like I was thinking. So yeah, if we cut through this, we're going to perfectly hit where I wanted to be. And then we can try to run it through once and see how many miles it comes out to and see if we need to add more. Alright. It'll be fine having like a smooth middle section just to chill out for a bit before you get back into it. But as long as it does end up getting back into it, I think is the point I'm trying to make. You get to the top, turn around and go back down and try to take that canyon. Was there a trail that went to the right? I think so, yeah. I think it spits out right there. Yeah, it literally just bulges around and connects back up. Oh, it says it spits out right here. Oh. Dude, my ears are vibrating because of these rugged radio headsets. These Alpha STX headset. I mean, that's an option. Do you like mark that as a bypass? That's what I'm thinking. It'd be cool if butts there. It'd be cool if there's a way on the map to add like a Y. Let's see it again, buddy. What? The hill climb. Oh, I thought I mean, yeah. If you want. Oh, fuck. Big ass rock. I don't even know if I can move it. It might be buried. That looks kind of buried. I feel like if my diff didn't hit it, then... How low's your diff? You're on 37s? Yeah, 37. Yeah, I like having that little Y option. It's pretty... Oh, this is sex music here. I was gonna say, you went back to back, you hit the Drew Barrymore and surprise party on me. Dude's trying to drop the sweaty panties. I'm just trying to get ready for my date tomorrow. That's insane. Things I don't need to know, starring Jason Bird. Oh, the boat! What the fuck? That's so funny.
I wonder if we should hide a merch pack on that boat, so if anybody watches this video fully all the way through and they're doing the night run, then they know to stop and they can get the merch pack.
That's pretty sick. Either that or a tweaker will get it.
Some meth head on the news for stabbing some dude 82 times at the Del Taco wearing our merch. I think the most impressive part is that he's able to stab somebody 82 times before he stopped.
I mean, people do that shit. That's a lot of stabbage. I don't even think I could stab like into someone that many times.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Coming up, there's going to be a fork in the road that takes us 2 separate ways but lands on the same trail that we want to hit. So do you just want to try one and loop around and try the other one?
Sure.
And then just see which is better of the two. People are going to love you for adding this rocky section, dude.
Oh, dude, people are gonna fucking love this. There goes my fucking tires.
Yeah, this is the part of Barstow that chews me up.
This is part of Barstow I've never been in.
Dude, fucking burning hot. You might be able to see the fork from here, actually. Yeah, so see how one trail goes up that way through the mountains, and then the other one's going out that way in the lowlands? Those are the 2 different paths, and then they connect to that. Kind of see the faint road cutting like that.
I feel like we really need one tough obstacle, and this could be like there's a hill climb that you have to be ready for.
So have good tires. Fuck your tires, dude. Nobody put new tires on before this.
And you have to have brakes.
The cool thing I like about doing multiple runs a year is like, I don't really care if we throw something like this in that people might not necessarily like or be a fan of, because like every run's gonna be new. There's gonna be new terrain. There's gonna be new obstacles. So it's like you get to try something different than you usually would.
What the fuck is that? Is that a quarry?
Yeah, that's Hodge Road. You come out of Hodge.
Oh.
So look right here. You take that left trail, goes up, connects to that road, or you take the right trail, goes up, connects to that road. Either way, once we get on it, I'm pretty sure we'll start cutting up.
I'm just gonna go right.
So either way, we're gonna hit this trail right. That trail's gonna take us up, start taking us north, back to Maine. So it doesn't matter which one we take, we're hitting the same road. Maybe you stay left. Yeah, because then the right one starts to take you out that way. God damn, this is fucking rocky.
Welcome to Barstow.
As I'm over here like, I don't know, everybody says it's so rocky. Then this whole drive, oh my god, it's so rocky.
This is like, I think the prime part of like the trail so far.
Just going through this mountain?
Yeah, like it is rocky, just take it easy, fucking move out of the way for vehicles.
So it's either this one once you get on this spine, or you drop in and get up on another spine, but both go parallel that way. It used to be a sweet jump here, but I think it's blown out now. You drop into that rut, do a run up through whoops, and pop. We could cut down and hop into it, or stay on this one.
This is like a little jump.
It's gonna fork at some point, unless we already passed. Oh yeah, we just passed it. Turn around real quick, because this is gonna start taking you into that mountain. Yeah, that trench right there.
Isn't this the wash we took last time?
No.
Oh.
Never even came this way. Perfect. Alright, well, right at this point in the video, it's just gonna be a lot of chopping to us talking and not a lot of core shots because the GoPro overheated again, but we're just about done mapping out what we think is a good course. So once we get back to Maine, we're going to let everything cool down. I'll replenish the batteries in the GoPros, and then in a whole separate YouTube video that'll come out after this one is going to be the full course once through of us running it full, complete, not stopping, checking out other alternatives and stuff. So make sure you guys watch that if you want to attend this night run, so you can kind of get a feel of a full once through on the course and see if it's something you're interested in doing, if you think it's something that your build can handle, and everything of that sort. This video right here is more so just so you guys can see the process and hang out with us.
All right, so we're back to Barstow, Maine now, where we are going to be meeting up for the night, and roughly about the start finish will be, and I think we have an absolutely solid course. And it was actually like pretty easy finding that course. I'd say thanks to Jason, because he had the whole front half already sort of planned out in his mind, and then I had like the back half sort of planned out in my mind, and they just merged beautifully, so there wasn't a lot to try to connect. But yeah, we just wanted to use this video to give you guys insight on how our planning goes and sort of the thought process behind the stuff goes. If you guys want to see the full course uninterrupted once through, that's what we're about to go film right now. So that video is probably going to be coming out next week, sometime before the event. So keep an eye out for that so you guys can see what the terrain looks like, how intense it is, and get a feel for it for yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. We got to get back in the truck and go rip another God knows how many miles. What are you doing back there, dude?
I was waving goodbye.
Little dude, shirtless is crazy.
Dude,
demonetized.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream.